because that will at least make sure you don't have a dead January. I will tell you, if I did not go ahead and book the parties I had, I would be much more on the struggle bus. And that is what all of the power consultants do. They go ahead and fill up their January before they take their Christmas break. Because let's be real, we all take a Christmas break. I mean, no one's really buying stuff on Christmas Day. But the second half of December. But in January, people do have money to spend unless they're state employees. I'll talk about that in a second. But people do have money to spend. They got money for Christmas, or they're starting to eat healthier. A lot of people start eating healthier in January, and they realize, hey, I don't have the tools to do this. So go ahead and book 4 shows for January and November, and do it again in December. Remember that your goal is to book 2 shows for every one that you do. The logic behind that is, if you do 1 for 1, that's great until this guy cancels. And then you're down. But if you make it your goal to book 2 shows for every one, as long as, even if 1 cancels, you're still even. So you're either even or growing your business, one of the 2. So booking those slower months, and in my experience, slower months tend to be January, and then the summer months when everyone's going on their summer vacations, and they don't really want to commit to dates. Booking those months ahead of time is super helpful in keeping your business going. You can always work on the month while you're in it, but it's always encouraging just to have something on your calendar for those months. So, I just realized that I'm going to take that off because I'm not full screened. So you had a dead January, you're discouraged, and this is where your mind is going. Hopefully not. But for me, this is where my mind went at this point last year, because I had a great January, 0 bookings. $3,600 January, 0 bookings, not a flipping one. And I was in panic mode, and that's why I let my business die so I could work on my national boards. So if you're thinking any of these things, there's no point in trying to restart my business. It's not going to work. I should just give up. I really want to qualify, but I don't know if I can. What if this just isn't for me? What if this is just a sign that this isn't for me? I can't do what you guys do. Whether you guys is, the people who are mass selling in the company, your director, people on your team, or I can't earn a trip. That's one of the first lies I told myself. These are all lies. That's why I had this here. Lies that you tell yourself. And I'm passionate about that because we tend to tell ourselves these things that just hurt our business in the long run. Just because you're in a slump right now doesn't mean that slump needs to be permanent. You have control of you, and you have control of your business. And I know how corny and cliche that sounds, but if you do the things that I'm about to share with you, I will put money on the fact that you will have results. You will get shows on your calendar in February, and you will really surprise yourself. So we're going to throw these lies out the door, right? And I want you to think about, what is your goal for your business this year? If you have not thought about that yet, I know if you're local and you've come to our in-person meetings, you've done this. But if you haven't, I want you to take a second and think about, what is your goal for your business this year? Because a successful business looks different to everybody. What's successful for me is going to be different for Logan, is going to be different for Barbie, because we're 3 different people. We want different things out of our business. So what do you want to do? Do you want to earn that trip? I'm going to tell you, I want to earn that trip. I want a 7-night cruise away from my children. I ain't going to lie to you. Okay. Do you want to pay off some debt? Do you want to earn X amount in extra income each month? Whatever your goal is, write it down where you can see it. Okay. In my office, I always have, my little goal tracker right here. I don't know if you can see me on the screen, but I have right in front of me in my office is my goal trackers, and I track them every month. Whatever your goal is, text it to your director today, tomorrow, sometime this week. Text or message it to your director, because we can't help you if we don't know what it is you want to do. If we know what you want to do, we can help you, I promise. So you're going to message your director your goal. That is step one. And step two is putting it where you can see it. Is that on your fridge? For me, do you want to know where I put it? Let me move this away. Do you see that background on my computer? That's the Bahamas, because that's my reminder every time I open up my computer, that is my goal. So put your goal where you can see it. It really helps me. I did the same thing with Disney, and we're going. All right. That is number one. So now, how do you get going again? We've all been there. We have all let our business die, and we've all had to rebuild it. The test is, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want to rebuild it? If you're willing to put in some time, it's very easy to rebuild. If you're not willing to put in the time, it's not going to happen. So the effort you put into your business is going to be reflected in the end result of your business. So number one, you're going to make contacts this week. Don't wait. Set a goal of 10 contacts a day. All right. It'll take you maybe 5 minutes, if that, but it will pay off. If you send a message, send a text, send an email, 10 people a day, you should hear back from at least 2 of them. Who are you contacting here? You are contacting every single customer who purchased from you in October through December. If you joined in September or August, September, back it up to August, September. You can go in Consultant's Corner and run a report. If you don't know how to do that, ask your director. We can help you. Of every customer who purchased with you, because chances are if you don't have bookings, you probably haven't followed up with them. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to check in. How do you like your products? Do you need help or recipes? Have you taken your products out of the box? Don't lead with, do you want to book a party in February? Because they're going to ignore you. Okay. Always start with, I just want to make sure that you have, are you sure that you, so I was trying to make it so you could see me. Barbie, I can see you on my side. Can you see me on the screen? Oh, okay, cool. I didn't know if I had to move that thing over. Okay, so don't lead with, hey, book a party in February. Lead with, have you taken your product out of the box? I just want to make sure everything came okay. Chances are they'll respond to that. And it doesn't sound as pushy or as, in my case, desperate as like, oh my God, I got to get shows on my calendar. Which we know, let's be real, that's like what you're thinking. But if you send that across to someone, they're going to feel it. Then once you kind of have them in, or if this is why I use Facebook Messenger, once you know they've seen the message, if it's been a day or two and they didn't respond, here's a trick. Hey, Bonnie, I was just wondering if you got my message because Facebook has been a little wonky lately. You know darn well they saw your message because you can see that they've seen it, but check in again. Okay, don't be pestering, but give them a couple days and just say, hey, it's been really wonky. Have you seen it? Then that is your excuse to share with them the amazing customer and host specials in February. And here's the thing. You need to make sure that you're not publicly advertising. You're going to hear Erin say this and Ann say this and Carla, and I'm going to say it too. Do not tell your customers what these new products are. Once you find out next Monday, do not tell your customers we have the best things coming in March, because you know what they're going to do? They're going to wait till March to do anything. And then your February lands dead. So you are going to entice them with the February specials, 60% off rock rocks and stoneware. That's amazing. Okay. Then they get to get a second item when their guest sales are $650 or more. So there's their incentive to get to $650. All right. That's a really nice gift from Pampered Chef. And if you're not excited about this, and excited doesn't mean using 20 exclamation points, which, let's be real, I love an exclamation point. But if you're not excited, they won't be either. So what if they say, but you're launching new products on March 1st. I want to wait until the new spring products. Here's the thing. Here's how you can sell this to your February host as a positive. here's some language you can use, and I'll screenshot this and put it on the director page, on the Chase team page and on the Mermaid page for you to have access to. First of all, look at this guest special for February. If you have not seen it, it is unreal. Pampered Chef has made it so easy for people to upgrade their orders. So normally, you have the guest special with $80 or more, and it's a good product, right? It's something between $10 and $20. They are giving customers the chance to get the brownie pan, which is one of our best-selling items, for free with a purchase of $100 or more. So they get the mini nylon serving spatula and the brownie pan. If they don't want it, it's a gift. All right. So here's the language you can use to encourage people to book with you in February. So as a February host, you not only get amazing host discount on stoneware, but your sales should be great because of this amazing customer specials. Because of the amazing customer special. Plus, you can use the 50% items that you get at parties booked from yours on anything you want, even the new products. It's a win-win because you're getting rewards now and later. So try to spin it in a positive way. If you say, oh yeah, we are launching the new products and they're going to be amazing, let's just book you in March. A lot of consultants say they feel guilty booking people in February because they're not getting the new product line. They will get the new product line, and that's their incentive to have their friends and family book shows from theirs. And that's how you can kind of encourage bookings at your virtual shows too, is making it clear that you can get 50% off as many items as people book from you. I have had 5 parties booked off one before, and I've struggled to get one booking off of one. Whatever you're willing to offer your host as an incentive is entirely up to you. But be conscious of the amount of stuff that you're giving away for free, because I know when I started, I was giving away too much. Just something to be aware of. All right. So while we're on the topic of getting bookings, here's a quick tip to keep your calendar full that I have learned, and so many people don't do this that it blows my mind, but I realized this in about September, October, and my April is full. Rebook your hosts. At the end of their show, send them a message that sounds something like this. I had so much fun with you, and I think your friends did. I always like to give my host priority over my calendar, make them feel special, to ensure that you get to see the new products, and you want to book them about 6-7 months down the road. What do you think about me penciling you in, because it doesn't sound permanent, for August 10th, whatever. I'll of course follow up with you beforehand to ensure the date works for you. I'd say on average 70 to 80% of my hosts say yes, right? If you don't ask, the answer is always going to be no, but this is an easy yes. Now, I'll be frank with you. If it's a host that's kind of ghosted me and we had to work real hard for them to qualify, I probably don't ask them because, anyway. But if the host has done all your host coaching tasks, even if their party wasn't stellar, book them again. You never know. You might have just hit their friend group at the wrong time. January is a tough month for state employees in North Carolina. We only get paid once a month, and we get paid before Christmas. So we go about 6.5 weeks without pay. It is unreal. So if you are in North Carolina and your show is struggling right now, your shows are struggling, offer to not submit them until the 31st. Make sure all orders are in, including your host order, by the 29th. That way you have a day cushion, but offer to not submit them until the 31st and see if that makes a difference. So this is that's just a quick tip that I've learned. And I think I have about 15 shows in April just from rebooking my hosts after the spring launch. So I ask every host. All right, here's the fun part. I'm watching my time. Booking challenge. So we might be doing another Zoom or a live video or something on Tuesday. Erin mentioned, I will tell you guys. And Erin Chase is, she has the largest team, I think, on our director team page. And Erin's been in the biz for 12 years. This is her full-time job. And her and I have been talking about doing a booking blitz with our teams, which is basically kind of like a relay race of bookings. So just to encourage you guys to book. But here is something that we came up with that we thought might entice you guys to make those contacts this week. So first of all,